I welcome you all on behalf of Telangana State Yoga Adhyayana Parishad and Department of Ayush for training sessions on common yoga protocol designed for International Day of Yoga and awareness programs on COVID-19, its prevention, mitigation and rehabilitation with naturopathy and yoga therapy. Today we will start the sessions with common yoga protocol training followed by awareness programs on COVID-19. I request all sadhakas to follow our treatment modalities as adjuvant therapies in addition to standard protocol of treatment advised by ICMR for COVID-19.
Good evening everyone. Settle down. Sit in any meditative posture. Padmasana, Vajrasana, Sukhasana, Ardha Padmasana. Keep your back straight. Relax your mind. Relax your body. Start observing deep inhalations and exhalations. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. Prepare your body and mind for yoga. Join your both palms together in Namaskar Mudra. Inhale. Sangachetvam samvadatvam samvo manamsi janatam devabhagam yadha purve sanyanana upasate sanyanana upasate sanyanana upasate. Rub your palms. Gently massage on your eyes, cheeks, neck, head. Release your hands. Open your eyes. Come up. Stand. We'll go for the general warm up. Both the legs hip width. Both the hands on waist. Now neck up and down. Rest your chin on chest. Inhaling. Raise it up. Drop your head completely back. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale center. Now while exhaling, look on your right. Inhaling center. Exhaling, look on your left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhaling back to the center. Now touch your right ear to the right shoulder. While exhaling slowly, tilt your head on your right side. Do not raise your shoulders. Inhaling up. Exhaling on your left side. Inhaling up. Exhaling right ear to right shoulder. Inhaling center. Exhaling left to left. Inhale center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder. Inhale center. Exhale left ear to the left shoulder. Back to the center. Now neck rotations. Relax your chin on chest. Now slowly start rotating your head. Inhaling up while coming down. Exhale. Stretch your neck by all the sides. It will strengthen your neck and relieves pain and stiffness from your neck. Exhaling down. Now reverse. Inhaling up. exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, back to the center. Release your hands, relax. Now raise your hands up to the shoulder level, palms turning up. Inhale, hands on shoulders. Exhale down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Now both the hands on sideways, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. Now get your both elbows together, start rotating your shoulders. This will strengthen your shoulders and also relieve stiffness from your shoulders. Good for frozen shoulder and especially for spondylitis. Now reverse, rotate by all the sides, rotate, hands on the shoulder level, release your hands, hands down. Now Khati Chakrasana, both the hands in front, both the palms facing each other. Khati means both the meanings, one is shoulder and one is waist. Initially we are rotating the shoulders. Take a deep breath. While exhaling, turn on your left side, completely look back. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, turn on your left. Inhaling center. Exhaling on your right. This will improve your shoulders flexibility and also improves flexibility of your spine. On your left, slowly back. Now we'll twist our waist. Inhale, exhaling slowly, look back. Twist your spine as much as possible. Remember that you should not raise your heel or bend your knee. Inhaling, center, exhaling on your right, inhaling, center, exhaling on your left, inhale, center, release your hands, both the hands drop down, both the legs slightly apart, both the hands on shoulder level. Now get ready for the knee movement. Take a deep breath while exhaling, slowly go down. Make sure your spine should be straight. Inhaling up. Those who are suffering from arthritis, do not practice this asana. Exhale down as much as possible. This is also called as chair pose. Go down, up, release, relax. Now get ready for the standing asanas. Both the legs, half feet width. Initially get ready for the Tadasana. Slowly raise your hands up on shoulder level, palms turning up, inhaling up, stretch your arms. Your arms should touch your ears. Slowly on the shoulder level, drop it down. We'll practice this again, both the hands on shoulder level, inhaling, hands up. Stretch your arms. This will strengthen your whole body, improves spine flexibility and also corrects your posture. Slowly, hands down. Now, we'll practice Purna Tadasana. Both the hands in front, interlock your fingers, stretch your palms out, stretch your arms up. While inhaling, slowly raise your heels up. Look straight, As much as possible, raise your heels up, focus on one point. Slowly drop your heels down, hands down. We will practice this again. Those who are having knee injuries or arthritis, do not practice this asana. Raise your hands up, interlock your fingers, stretch your arms out, raise your heels up. It also improves your concentration. Exhale, heels down, release your hands, hands down. Now we are going to practice Vrikshasana. Slowly shift your balance on your left leg, release your right leg, place your right feet on inner thigh of the left leg. Once you get balance, slowly raise your hands up, stretch your arms up. Slowly release your hands, palms down, release your leg. Now same with the left leg, release your left leg, place your left feet on right inner thigh, hands on the shoulder level, stretch your palms up, look straight. Focus on one point. Slowly release your hands down, release your leg. Vrikshasana also improves balance on your body and also improves concentration, and it stretches whole body. Now get ready for the Padahastasana. Both the legs half feet gap, both the hands on the sideways, inhaling up, exhaling down. Initially touch your toes and hold it. Those who are suffering from lower back problems, do not bend forward. Slowly inhaling up, release. We'll practice this again. Hands up, exhale, go down, bend forward. Place your both palms next to the feet and try to touch your forehead to the knees. This will stretches your whole back and good for back, and it strengthens your whole body. Slowly up, release, relax. Now we are going to practice Ardha Chandrasana, which is counter pose to the Padahastasana. Both the hands on waist. If you are having back pain, you can place your hands on hips. If not, you can place your hands on the waist. While inhaling, slowly bend back. Drop your head back. Those who are suffering from severe back pain, do not practice this asana. Exhale, bend back. This will strengthen your spine, improves spine flexibility, and also stretches your throat region. We'll practice this again. Inhale back. Exhale, bend forward, release your hands. Now we are going to practice Trikonasana. Legs apart, hands on the shoulder level. Turn your right feet to the right side. Take a deep breath while exhaling. Bend on your right side. Go down slowly and touch your ankle. Look at your left palm. Your right palm, left palm and feet should be in the same line. Inhaling up. Turn your right feet to the center. Now turn your left feet to the left side. Slowly bend on your left side. Bend, look up, focus on your right palm. This will improve your thigh muscles capacity and also stretches your thighs, calves. Inhaling up, turn your left feet to the center. Now turn your right feet to the right side. Slowly bend on your right side. Those who are having lumbar problems, knee injuries, ankle injuries, do not practice this asana. Inhaling up. Now left feet to the left side. Slowly bend up. You should not lean forward and back. It should be straight. Inhaling up. Release. Get your both legs together. Relax. Now sit down. Sit in Dandasana. Both the legs stretch out. Both the palms next to hips. Relax. This is one of the relaxation posture. Now we are going to practice Bhadrasana. Release your hands. Slowly fold your both legs one by one. Joint your soles of feet. Hold your toes. Look straight. Keep your back straight. Your knees should touching the floor. This is a good hip opener. This will stretches your thigh muscles and calf muscles and also good for your back. If you are having arthritis or knee pains, do not practice this. Look straight. Take a deep breath. Slowly release your hands. Stretch out your both legs. Now we are going to practice Vajrasana. Fold your both legs one by one. Sit on your knees. Sit on your knees. Both the palms on your knees. Back straight, look straight. This is Vajrasana. This will improve your digestion power. You can also practice right after your meals. Now we are going to practice Ardha Ustrasana. Slowly stand on your knees. Slightly knees and feet apart. Place your both palms under your hips with fingers pointing down. While inhaling, slowly bend back. Slowly bend back. It will strengthen your back, thigh muscles and also stretches your neck. Inhaling back to the center. We will practice this again. Inhaling, bend back. Exhaling back to the center. Sit on your heels. Those who are having knee pains or ankle joint injuries, do not practice this asana, and also shoulder problems. Come up. Now we are going to practice Purna Ustrasana. Raise your both hands up one by one. Slowly bend back. You can hold your heels or you can cover your feet with the palms. It strengthens your whole back and also good for your abdomen and also stretches your throat. Good for snoring problems, double chin, thyroid. Slowly come back. Sit down, sit on your heels, relax in Vajrasana. Now we are going to perform Shashankasana. Both the knees apart. Inhaling, raise your hands up. Exhaling, hands down, bend forward. Rest your chin on the floor. Inhaling, up, release your hands. Shashankasana relieves your back pain. Inhaling, hands up, exhaling, down. Rest your chin on the floor, look forward. Slowly come up. Those who are not having arthritis, do not practice this asana. Now we are going to practice Utthana Mandukasana, raising frog posture. Both the knees apart. Sit on your heels. Raise your hands up. Bend your elbows. Place it on your neck. Look forward. Look straight. Keep your back straight. This is good for spondylitis and also frozen shoulder. Improves your upper body strengthening and also release all the tension from your upper body. Look straight. Continue with deep breaths. Slowly release your hands. Drop it down. Slowly get your both legs together. Stretch out your legs one by one. Now we are going to practice Vakrasana. Both the legs straight, feet straight. Keep your back straight. Now bend your right knee. Place it on left knee level. Right hand exactly on your spine. With the left hand elbow, push your right knee inside towards the tummy. Look back. Look back. Inhaling, look front. Exhaling, look back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look back. Inhale, look front. Release your posture. Stretch out your leg. Now bend your left leg. Place it on right knee level. Left hand back. With the right hand elbow, push your left knee towards the tummy. Place your palm down. Inhaling, look back. Exhaling, look front. Inhaling, look back. This is good for diabetes. Stimulates your pancreas. Inhale, look front. Those who are having knee pains and severe lumbar disc problems, do not practice this asana. Inhale, look back. Exhale, look front. Release your posture. Stretch out your legs. Now lie down in Shavasana. Lie down in Shavasana, legs apart, hands apart, toes sideways, palms slightly away from the body. Relax your body, relax your mind, calm down your breath. Now slowly get your both legs together, hands close by the body. Raise your right hand up, bend your left knee, turn on your right, lie down on your tummy, come into Makarasana, legs apart, toes sideways, both the hands cross under the head or forehead. This is called Makarasana. Now we are going to practice Bhujangasana. Initially we will practice Ardha Bhujangasana. Release your hands, get your both legs together. Both the elbows and palms on the floor. Palms on face level. Inhaling slowly, chin up, upper body up, look up. Focus on your mid back. It relieves all your back pains. Everybody can practice this asana and also stretches your throat region. Look up slowly, elbows apart, head down. We'll practice this again. Elbows, look up, chin up. Focus on space between the eyebrows. Exhaling slowly, drop your head down. Now we are going to practice Bhujangasana. Both the hands on chest level, place your palms on the floor. While inhaling, come up to navel region. Do not raise your hips. Inhaling up. This is good for the back pain. Focus on your L4, L5. Those who are having severe backache, lumbar disc problems, do not practice this asana, and also improves your spine flexibility. Exhale slowly, head down. We'll practice this again. Inhaling up to navel region, head back. This is also good for double chin and thyroid. Exhaling slowly, drop your head down. Relax, relax in Makrasana. Now get ready for Shalabhasana. Get your both legs together. Release your hands. Place your both the palms under hips. Initially, we'll practice Shalabhasana with single leg. Raise your right leg up. Everybody can practice this asana. Good for sciatica. Exhale down. Raise your left leg up. Stretch your toes outside. Do not bend your knees. Drop it down. We'll practice this again. Raise your right leg up as much as possible. Slowly down. Same with the left leg. Raise your left leg up. Drop it down. Now get ready for the Purna Shalabhasana. Raise your both legs up. Those who are having back pains, do not raise your both legs up. They can practice with a single leg. Rest your chin on the floor. Now raise your both legs at a time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Release your hands. Relax. Relax in Makrasana. Relax in Makrasana. Take a deep breath. Now slowly get your both legs together. Release your hands. Lie down on your back. Relax in Shavasana. Now get ready for the Setu Bandhasana. Get your both legs together, hands together. Bend your both knees. Hold your ankles. If you are able to hold, you can hold. Those who are not able to hold their ankles, they can place their palms on the floor. Inhaling. Raise your hips up as much as possible. Those who are having knee pains, ankle injuries, do not practice this asana. Exhale down. This is good for your back, hips, thighs. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. We'll practice this again. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release your hands. Stretch out your legs. Relax. Now get ready for Utthana Padasana. Get your both legs together. Hands close by the body. Initially, we'll practice with single leg. Those who are not able to lie down on your back, you can place a pillow under your hips, or else you can place your palms under your hips. Now, raise your right leg up to 30 degrees. Feet stretching out 60 degrees. Drop it down. Now left leg on 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 30 degrees. Drop it down. We'll practice this again. Right leg on 30 degrees, 60 degrees. Slowly drop it down 30 degrees on the floor. Left leg on 30 degrees, 60 degrees. Drop it down slowly. Now we'll practice with the both legs on 30 degrees. Those who are having back pains, do not practice with both legs. They can practice by single leg. Both leg on 30 degrees and 60, 30 on the floor. We'll practice this again. Both the legs on 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 30 degrees and down. Relax. Now we are going to practice Ardha Halasana. Both the legs on 30 degrees, 60 and 90. Focus on your toes, stretch your toes out. This will also reduces your belly fat and also thigh fat. Slowly drop it down. 60, 30 and on the floor. Relax, relax in Shavasana. Now get ready for the Pavan Muktasana. Get your both legs together, hands close by the body. Raise your both legs on 45 degrees and bend your knees. Hold your knees. Stretch your toes out. Gently press your both knees towards the tummy. Those who are not having neck pain, shoulder pains, they can raise their head up, touch your chin or forehead up, drop your head down. Those who are having arthritis, severe sciatica, ulcers, hernia, do not practice this asana. Inhale, raise your head up, touch your chin to the forehead, knees, head drop, release your hands, stretch your legs out, drop your legs down, release, relax in Shavasana, legs apart, hands apart, palms turning up. Inhale, exhale completely. While inhaling, your abdomen should bulge out. While exhaling, your abdomen goes in. Keep continue with deep breaths. Now slowly get your both legs together, hands close by the body. Raise your right hand up. Bend your left knee. With the help of left hand, turn on your right. Slowly come up and sit. Sit in any meditative posture. Sukhasana, Vajrasana, Padmasana, Ardha Padmasana. Keep your back straight, both the hands in Chin Mudra. Tip of the thumb finger and index finger touching each other. Place your palms on either thighs or knees. Close your eyes. Relax. Observe your body. Slowly release your eyes. We are going to practice pranayama. Initially, we will practice Kapalabhati. This is active exhalation. Inhale normally, while exhaling, your exhalation should be like a shot. Give 20 strokes for one each inhalation. Those who are beginners, they can go with the 1:20 strokes. Those who are practicing regularly, they can go for the 60 strokes at a time. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Kapalabhati clears all your respiratory problems and it's also cleanse your stomach. Now we are going to practice alternative Nadi Shodhana Pranayama or not alternative nostril breathing. In left hand Chin Mudra, right hand Nasika Mudra. Bend your index finger and middle finger. Place your thumb on your right nostril. Inhale from the left nostril. Close your left. Exhale from the right. Again, inhale from the right. Close your right nostril. Exhale from the left. This is one round. You can practice like 5 rounds, 7 rounds, 11 rounds as per your convenient. You can also perform right after your meals and bedtime. Slowly exhale with your left nostril. Release your hand. Relax. Now we are going to practice Sithali Pranayama. This will helps you in maintain body heat levels. Especially this is good in summer. Tongue out, fold your tongue like a straw and inhale from your mouth. While you are inhaling, contract your throat, perform a Jalandhar Bandha, then exhale with the nostrils. We'll practice this. We'll practice this again. Inhale. Relax. Now we are going to practice Bhramari. Thumbs on eyes, middle finger on nostrils, ring finger down the nostril, little finger on the chin, thumbs on ears. Remember, you should not press forcefully your ears, press it very gently. Release your middle finger. Inhale while exhaling, Makara chanting like a bee sound. Inhale. We'll practice this again. Inhale. One more time. Release your hands. Bhramari activates your Brahmarandhra. All pranayamas improves your lung capacity and decreases your strain, stress, anxiety levels and cures your insomnia. Relax in Dhyana Mudra. Relax your body, relax your mind. Just focus on your breathing. Observe your breathing, how you are inhaling, how much you are exhaling. Take a deep breath.
I welcome you all for our therapy sessions on Jalaneti. It is a technique which cleanses and disinfects nasal passage. Respirations becomes easy, cools the brain and calms the nervous system. Anti-germicidal action of salt helps in disinfection and the bacteria or virus in nose is flushed out. There are two methods. One is done by placing the warm water in your hand, suck through the nose and expel from the mouth. Another method, Jalaneti pot, is used, which we will be demonstrating now. You have to do only once with each nostril or once or twice a week. If cold or sinus troubles you, you can repeat daily until you get relief for 3 to 4 days. There are some special precautions or instructions to be followed. Do not use tap water without boiling it and cooling it. Do not be in a hurry when practicing. Take soft diet after Jalaneti, at least one meal. Learn in front of Yoga Guru and start practicing. Now we will demonstrate Jalaneti to all of you.
Good morning. Now we are going to practice the Jalaneti Kriya. This is the cleansing process, especially in this COVID panic period. Cleansing process is compulsory by nostrils. Now for this purpose we are using the copper vessel or steel vessel, or we can use the plastic vessel also. This is known as the Jalaneti Patra. And for general cleansing process, we can use the little bit the rock salt and lukewarm water. Before going to start the Jalaneti Kriya, first we should cleanse both the nostrils, left and right nostril. Use the index finger for cleansing. Now close the right nostril, only left out, Kapalabhati. Relax. Now close the left one. Relax. Now both the nostrils are clear. Now we are going to practice the Jalaneti. Now take a container. Now sit in Khagasana posture or any one comfort posture. Take the container. This is Jalaneti Patra. It is mounted. And while practicing the Jalaneti Kriya, don't do the breathing with nostril, with mouth only, inhalation, exhalation through mouth only. Now keep the in right nostril, left out, breathe through mouth. This is from one side. This is the Jalaneti. The water we are keeping from through this nostril, from right nostril to left nostril it is coming. There is no way to move in upward. Just if the water will come from the left nostril, otherwise a little bit water will come into the mouth or throat, no problem. And with left hand, left nostril, once again take little bit water. Lukewarm water is compulsory and filter water. Don't use the tap waters directly, filter water use. From left nostril, just bend towards the right. This is the Jalaneti Kriya. Water will come like this. Continuation. Now still some water will be accumulated here. If any wetness is there, then we cleanse with the Kapalabhati Kriya. Just bend like this. Relax. Now close with left nostril. Now both the hands back through both the nostrils. Kapalabhati is a Shuddhikaran Kriya. When we will give the stroke here, it will reach us to the Kapala. And by this, both the nostrils are clear. After the Kriya, just you take a little bit of coconut water and apply inside to the finger and apply inside. And after the Kapalabhati, immediately don't take Shavasana After 1 hour only, you should take the Shavasana, relaxing position, and the diet is compulsory. The diet, Kapalabhat, this Jalaneti Kriya preferred in the morning only. And if you have to practice, those who are suffering any ailment or suffering with corona, even after the corona completion period also, you can practice this one initially daily, and then after that weekly once. And diet compulsory, fruit diet is compulsory. After the Jalaneti, you can take the fruit diet, otherwise khichdi without, means less salt and less chili, use the sattvic ahara on the day particularly. These are the instructions for the Jalaneti Kriya. Thank you. Again, just close the eyes, deep inhalation, deep exhalation. Now both the hands in Namaskar position. Take a deep breath. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः।
That was a wonderful session. I thank all the sadhakas for joining with us, and we end the session today.